Pleasant good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for being here this morning. Please stand while we sing the national anthem. We're going to call on Mrs. Roberts to read the national anthem for today. We're going to ask Ms. Jessica David to come and do the invocation.
Good morning. Stand please for a short word of prayer. Bow our heads. Dear Jesus, thank you for bringing us here safely. Lord, thank you for another year that the students can come and participate in this year's Codes Reading Competition. We are indeed thankful to Codes for sponsoring the competition. Jesus, be with the students, give them the courage and the strength to do well. Be with the judges who will be judging today. Once again, be with us all in Jesus' name.
Thank you very much, Ms. Davis. Welcome to the OECS Codes Reading Competition 2017. This is the Antigua local leg that you will be seeing later on during today. The winner of the local leg will represent Antigua and Barbuda in the regional finals to be held in St. Lucia on a date that will be announced shortly. This cycle marks the 9th year of the competition. So far, Antigua has not won the competition, but we did place second, and we hope that this year we'll come home first place winner. Last year winner was Miss Justine Jarvis from the Divine Academy, who we are still very proud of, who represented us well last year in the regional competition. So, we wish all the participants the very best, and we encourage all our students, and indeed the entire populace, to read extensively, because reading is essential to all progress in every aspect of life. Once again, congratulations to our participants. Relax and put your best foot forward. Next, we're going to have remarks from Mr. Jason Gillard, the Senior Manager of Courts Antigua. Please welcome him.
Mrs. Desiree Collins, Education Officer acting responsible for Language Arts. Ms. Alicia Knowles, Education Officer acting responsible for the Education Broadcasting Unit. Chairperson, Ms. Kimona Otto. Principals, teachers, parents, participants, judges, well-wishers, good morning all. It gives me great pleasure to stand before you, not just as Country Senior Manager for Courts and the Unicuma Group, but as someone who's very passionate about the development of our youth. Today is indeed an auspicious occasion for us at Courts, as it signifies that our goal towards building a more literate society is gradually coming to fruition. We have remained steadfast in our commitment to foster and champion continuous reading at the primary school level across the OECS, and we are pleased to announce that there has been tremendous improvement in the reading capabilities of our youth over the years. The government of Antigua and Barbuda and the ministry officials across the island have attributed the heightened interest and regard for reading at the primary school level to the valiant efforts of teachers and organizations such as Courts, who champion the fight to totally eradicate illiteracy in our communities. All too often, we come across children, sometimes in our very own sphere, who cannot read or write. As a concerned individual, you can't help but wonder what kind of meaningful contribution will these children be able to make to the society if they are not afforded with the basic opportunity of learning to read. We at Courts are very determined to push this agenda forward, working hand in hand with the Ministry of Education for its continued success. We understand that the ability to read is the key to achieving a better quality of life, and the importance of reading is and if the importance of reading is not encouraged, our youth cannot enjoy life's simple pleasures. We're happy to have adopted a similar competition across the OECS in the countries where we operate. We have seen national champions compete at the Courts OECS reading finals for the chance at being crowned the overall OECS reading champion. The Courts OECS reading competition has indeed changed many young lives in Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It is critical for us to especially target the 8 to 9 year age group, as we believe this is the ideal time to capture their imaginations and develop their abilities. The winner here in our local competition will receive $2,000, the winning school $2,000, second place $750, and third place $500. As we get ready to see the nation's best talent for 2017 compete, we must remember that although only one child will emerge victorious, each participant would have had to perform exceptionally well to represent their school, their district, and community, and that is an accomplishment which deserves our resounding applause. To end, we would like to express sincere gratitude to the teachers, principals, and families of the participants who give up their time to see a child excel at reading. A special thank you to the Ministry of Education, the principals and staff of the surrounding districts and schools for welcoming us here today. All the best to our readers. Enjoy the rest of the program.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gillen. Country Manager of Port Antigua. Next, we'll have Mrs. Desmond Collins, the Education Officer responsible for Language Arts within the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, and she will give a brief remarks and declare the opening of the course OECS reading competition. Please welcome her.
Competitors, teachers, parents, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Please permit me to accept the protocol previously established. I want to begin by expressing my distinct pleasure at being asked to represent the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology at this very special opening ceremony of the annual course reading competition. Let me begin by thanking our corporate partner, Courts, for continuing to invest in the development of this nation by their tangible support of the most precious resource of the nation, its people, and not just its people, but its children. Indeed, the children are our future, and when we invest in our children, we are, in fact, investing in the future development and prosperity of Antigua and Barbuda. We, at the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, recognize that there are many concerns, many ventures competing for the goodwill of our corporate sponsors. So when education, which does not bring immediate dividends, emerges as a chosen venture, we are very grateful. So we thank Courts for its commitment to the eradication of illiteracy. May God continue to prosper your enterprise and assure you of a bright future. Next, I would like to commend the Divine Academy for its stellar performance in the 2016-2017 competition. It would be remiss of me not to make mention of the singular achievement of Justine Jarvis. She's not here today, but I want to say congratulations on being adjudged the best reader for 2017. The ability to read well is a distinction that is worthy of recognition. I hope that Justine keeps on reading, for when you read and learn from your reading, you soar to great heights. I'm sure that she will continue to make her parents, her school, and her nation proud. Reading is precious. The time invested in first learning to read and then reading for pleasure or to learn is time from which the reader reaps countless invaluable rewards. For these brief remarks, I will quickly outline 3 of the rewards to be gained from reading and 2 benefits of participating in this competition. Firstly, reading is enjoyable. So the first reward is enjoyment. If you have not yet discovered the pleasure of a book in the cool of the evening, curled up in bed at any time of the day, or even sitting under a tree in the mid-morning sunshine, then I hope you will soon discover that no activity has the potential of providing as much pleasure as a carefully selected book. The more you read, the easier it becomes, and the more enjoyment and satisfaction you will derive from it. Indeed, the act of decoding and comprehending text brings oceans of pleasure and personal satisfaction. So I recommend that you read for the pleasure it brings. Secondly, reading, both silent reading and oral reading, makes you more acquainted with the English lexicon and helps to improve your pronunciation and vocabulary. English is notorious for its borrowed words and the many sounds that could be represented by the same series of letters. Wide reading would bring you in contact with such words, such as camouflage from French and phlegmatic from Greek. It will make you acquainted with words of all shapes and sounds. Words like minute, meaning very small, and colossal, meaning extremely large. words that glide from your tongue like lucid, or make you sound extremely bright, definitely a member of the intelligentsia. So let me reiterate, reading is unmatched for the impact it has on your vocabulary, your pronunciation, and your familiarity with English lexicon. The third and final reward I will highlight today is that reading supports learning. When you read, you gain knowledge, and the more knowledge you have, the more you are able to learn, because all new learning depends on what is already known. During the first few years of primary education, you learn to read, but then you advance to reading to learn. By grade 3, which is where our competitors are, you should be reading to learn. The transition is critical. It is important that you not only develop the skills to decode words, but you master strategies to comprehend what you read. Reading strategically puts you on a platform for intellectual growth and development. So read widely, read regularly, read to learn because it is essential for academic success. I have outlined 3 rewards of reading in general, but what about reading for the court's OECS reading competition? What are the benefits of participation? Apart from the increase to your financial standing, because you heard the course representative say that if you win, you and your school could be thousands of dollars richer, and you could get a chance to travel for the regional competition, there are what I consider to be more lasting, more transformative benefits to be derived from your participation. These are numerous, but I will just mention 2. 1, competing will help to improve your fluency and increase your reading comprehension. To prepare for the competition, you will be reading a lot, practicing correct pronunciation and enunciation, in addition to managing the pace with which you read. In essence, you have to improve your fluency, and it is generally agreed by literacy specialists that the best way to improve fluency is by oral reading. Fluent reading impacts comprehension. When your reading is smooth and you are able to read a passage without stopping, and as we say, picking corn, you understand what you are reading better. Increased understanding of what you read will benefit you, not just for this competition, but for life. Number 2, competing will make you a more confident person. It is not an easy task to stand in front of a group of people to read when you know your performance is being judged. You may feel fearful, and fear has physiological effects. A churning stomach, sweaty palm, dry throat, and a racing heart are all associated with the fear of performing. The only way to overcome these effects is by facing your fear. Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States, once said, "Each time we face our fear, we gain strength, courage, and confidence in the doing." Participating in this competition could help you to overcome the physiological effects of competing and facing crowds. Sweaty palms, racing pulse, your heart pumping in your chest are just some of what you may experience at the thought of competing. Some people never get over these completely, but these effects could be lessened if you addressed what is going through your mind after you agree to compete and during the competition. Your mind affects your body, so telling yourself, "I can do this, I will do well, I will benefit from participating regardless of how I place, and there is nothing to fear," will build your confidence. Let me see all the participants today. Could you stand, all those children who will be participating in today's competition? I know that you might be feeling a little fearful, but I want to say to you that your mind affects your body. So repeat after me. I can do this.
I can do this.
I will do well.
I will do well.
I will benefit from participating.
I will benefit from participating
regardless of how I place.
regardless of how I place.
And with energy, I want you to say there is nothing to fear.
There is nothing to fear.
Thank you very much. You will also be confident if you prepare well and aim to win. Everybody wants to win. And my position is, if you are in it, you should be in it to win it. How will you win this competition? You have to prepare and you have to perform like a winner. Preparation impacts performance. When it is your turn to read, approach the lectern with the conviction that you have prepared well and that you will do your best. If your goal is to win, you must develop the habits of a winner. The most significant habit for this competition is reading. As I close, I want to implore you, whether you're entering the competition or not, to take the time to read. Get into the habit of daily oral reading. You will gain enjoyment, familiarity with sounds of English, a rich vocabulary, and knowledge. Being a competitor will increase your fluency and your confidence. So I want to wish you, every one of you who will be competing in this year's competition, your trainers, and your schools, a very fruitful and enjoyable season. It is now my honor to declare the 2017-2018 Courts Reading Competition open. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Collins, and thank you for those words of encouragement. Next, we'll have the vote of thanks by Ms. Alicia Knowles. She's the Education Officer responsible for the Education Broadcasting Unit. Please give a round of applause as she comes to the podium.
Madam Chairperson, please allow me to adopt the protocols already established. I say good morning to everyone, and it is indeed my pleasure to move the vote of thanks. First, we say thanks to the Almighty God, for without Him, nothing is possible. To all those who participated in this morning's opening ceremony, Ms. Davis for offering the prayer, Ms. Otto for ably chairing this morning's program, to the corporate sponsor being represented by Mr. Jason Gilead, we say thank you, and to Mrs. Collins, thank you for offering words on behalf of the Ministry of Education and for declaring the 2017 TOTS OECS Reading Competition local leg opened. But before I leave the lectern, I just want to express how grateful the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology is to a corporate sponsor for sponsoring for another year, the 9th year in fact, this TOTS OECS Reading Competition. It shows that you continue to demonstrate your commitment to ensure that Antigua and Barbuda is a literate society, and the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology continue to partner with you in ensuring that our nation's children are engaged in reading, and this competition provides an avenue for this. Mr. Gilead, the Ministry of Education is indebted to your organization, and we do look forward to a fruitful partnership in the future. To our principals, teachers, trainers, and participants, this competition would not be possible without you. Thank you for deciding to participate in the 2017 competition. And I know that there were some hiccups along the way, but the competition is happening. This competition offers an attractive incentive, and we're happy for that, in the form of in a monetary form. However, I say to you and I say to our participants that no matter the result, the decision to participate offers each participant with lifelong benefits, as reading is essential to your daily life. To those who will be a part of this year's competition, to our judges, to the staff of the Education Broadcasting Unit, and in any way in which you will be contributing, I say thank you. I say thank you to all, and may the best reader win. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Knowles. At this time, that ends our opening ceremony. We're going to ask the judges to come forward. And we're going to take a short break of 5 minutes while we get ourselves prepared to start the competition.